And now it's time for Joe's Kitchen. And here's the star of the show, Joe Lucas. So Joe, man, I noticed I got you in some trouble today. I posted a picture of the two most handsome men on Facebook, and they said it was just too sexy? Or what was the deal with them not allowing you to comment and then blocking you?
Well, what it was really Phil Hickerson, man. If you think he's sexy, you got something wrong with you. And Jackie Fargo.
Jackie fucking Fargo.
Jackie Fargo. All right, now, dude, I got 29 days. 29 days, dude.
In the Facebook Slammer.
Yep, on wrestling comments.
What'd you say? Like, what was the basis of them?
Well, it was Mid-South where I said I saw a thing on KET about this man who built Quonset huts in Kentucky and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And they were meant for country, bluegrass, and wrestling. Well, Jackie, they done this thing on KET, and Jackie Fargo showed a little video and pulled up a picture of himself with one eye totally closed.
Okay.
The other one he could barely see out of. And Phil Hickerson, he said, all right, I won the match. Phil Hickerson had spent 3 days in the hospital.
Holy shit.
And it was like, these two dudes didn't actually like each other, but I was kicked off of wrestling.
Just
Facebook,
for explaining the truth.
Explaining the truth. Hey, it's Joe's Kitchen. Buy your stuff from SkullFace Records. Get off your asses and do it.
SkullFace Records.
We talked about it before, but the audio wasn't good. What'd you think about the Brit Floyd concert that we went to?
Neil Bug got drunker and shit, and we had to pack him out.
I thought they could have picked better songs to play.
I agree with you, is because what they done with people that really didn't know the venue,
Mm-hmm.
they picked songs that were older,
Gotcha.
nondescript, that Pink Floyd didn't make a little bigger.
Gotcha.
We got a few songs and that was it.
You know, they're taking the name to sell the tickets and taking the tunes to sell the tickets. The people that give the tickets, that buy the tickets, I feel like I expected more. So I would double take, unless I seen the song list beforehand, seeing them again. Unless it was, cheaper.
Well, and I'm going to have to agree with you on this.
Gotcha.
Because big Pink Floyd fan.
Yeah, me too.
You know. But, I'm an older dude. I like the Moody Blues better.
Mm-hmm.
But that night was a good night.
That night was fun. Every minute of it was fun.
Well, the key was we had some good music.
Mm-hmm. We had good background music to have fun to.
and we expect, as us guys being a little bit older, we expected a little bit more.
Hey, I'm Ryan the Lion. If you want to check out me and my music and my new podcast, Nick's Mayhem Music Review, go to SkullFace Records.
SkullFace Records.
I was in concert, but I didn't sing. I was too stoned laying on the damn ground. I heard him. That's all I heard was Steve Miller laying on the ground having fun. Nick, you see his damn sunglasses right? These glasses right here? Reason I've got these is because I love a song called Psycho Killer, run
shit, those are the
away. Yeah. You know what your wife said to me?
What she says? I can't imagine because my wife can say some shit.
Because she's a sweet lady. Her and I was running errands for a wrestling show one day.
KEPW probably.
Yeah, and we was talking about our Nick, and
Nick Nasty.
and we just kept talking about you, and we got at this friggin' Walmart to pick up pictures or Walgreens.
8x10s.
Yeah,
They were selling like hotcakes.
and she looked at me. And she said, "No wonder Nick loves me. I'm just like you, Joe." And that's the truth. I didn't lie.
In a world where no musician is playing real instruments, where everyone is streaming invisible movies, we fight back. One podcast, one record label, bringing you physical media.
Let's talk cassette tapes, vinyl, VHS, Laserdisc, Betamax. Let's talk physical, not invisible.
Only at the Splattercast Massacre podcast on SkullFace Records Radio.
So when I started with Larry D and them here in Paris. And one of the first shows I ever went to was at a school in Lawrenceburg. It was a high school. So we go there, and the main event is our buddy Jacob Ratliff. And this other fella, they're doing a 10-minute Broadway, and at the end of it, the match is supposed to almost end, but the bell rings. Dale was the announcer for the show.
Oh, shit.
Okay. So, this is the first time that they let me set up like a merch stand. Because I was making shirts for everybody and stuff, man, and we had merch over here. So I'm sitting over here next to Dale. And both of us talkers, so we start yapping and yapping and yapping. And about the time this main event starts, I mention, you know, Joe Lucas, because he mentioned Cynthia Wrestling, I mentioned Bad Bone Wrestling. I was like, you know Joe Lucas? And he was like, Joe Lucas. And he did something, he dropped something, and came back. He's like, wait one second, I'll be right back. I'll tell you about fucking Joe Lucas. So he comes back, and he's telling some story that I don't think he finished. And I don't remember quite where he was going, but what I do remember quite fondly is that he misses the whole countdown for the 10-minute draw in this match. And these wrestlers, not Jacob, but the guy, you know, Jacob was still real young. This might have been his 5th match. Yeah. The other guy was livid. The other guy was fucking madder than hell that Bass just skipped out on it all. And it was all because I mentioned Joe Lucas to him. He missed the whole thing.
Put it this way. All right. Steve Platt had the show on Cynthia.
Yeah.
And BBW was coming into Cynthiana. So Steven got Dale to come on. And they start talking. I see a little thing in newspaper about like that, Paris paper, and it's like, boom, I put it over whatever, Cynthiana 1440, whatever it was at the time, AM, and something FM. I put it over and they started talking about it. So I started hitting with the old school wrestling trivia.
Oh, gotcha.
And it's like,
That's
boom.
fun stuff too.
And then Dale said, joke, and of course, no cell phones. Well, Dale had a cell phone. Nobody else did.
Dale's fancy.
Yes, he had
Fancy
one.
motherfucker.
And can you call a radio station? I've done so we can talk.
Gotcha.
So put me on a radio show, and then I started working for BBW.
Uh-huh.
I'll get my book out and refresh my memory.